Okay, so if you've ever looked into fertility treatments or even just thought about them, you know it's a lot. It's personal, complex, maybe overwhelming.
Definitely. And sometimes you just want someone to cut through the noise and give you the essentials, but with real depth.
Exactly. So what if you could get like truly personalized support combined with top-level medical expertise?
That's pretty much the idea we're diving into today. We're looking at Ferny, New York, and specifically the work of Dr. Stephen Somkuti.
Right. We've got some background info on him and Fernie's approach.
Yep. And our mission here is to figure out what makes their way of doing things, this sort of fertility care, unique. And importantly, what that might mean for you if you're exploring options.
We want to give you those aha moments without bogging you down. Quick but insightful.
Precisely.
Okay, let's kick things off with Dr. Somkuti himself. His credentials, I mean, they're pretty serious.
They really are. He's got the MD, did residencies at UNC and Duke, but also a PhD from Duke.
And that PhD is in male reproductive toxicology. That sounds specific.
It is. It focuses on how things in the environment might affect male fertility. That's not always a central focus, so it adds a really interesting dimension to his expertise.
A broader perspective. Plus, he's board certified in 2 areas.
Correct. Reproductive endocrinology and infertility and obstetrics and gynecology. And we're talking over 30 years of experience here.
Wow. Okay. And he's been recognized too, right? Like Philadelphia Top Dog.
Yes, and awards from ASRM and ACOG, those are major professional bodies.
It's not just about practicing either. He seems heavily involved in the science, over 60 publications, involved in lots of fertility trials.
Exactly. He's contributing to the field, pushing it forward. His research interests cover a lot of ground too: endometriosis, PCOS, fertility preservation.
So tackling a wide range of challenges people face.
Right. And he's held significant positions before, like division director at Abington, medical director of their IVF program, plus academic roles.
Okay, so a really deep background, which brings him to Ferny, New York now. So what is Ferny, New York's whole approach? What's the core idea?
Well, they talk a lot about concierge care.
Concierge care. What does that actually mean in this context?
Think highly personalized, very supportive. The philosophy seems to be combining advanced medicine with genuine compassion, really tailoring it to each person.
And a big part of that is this personal concierge team.
Yeah, that sounds key. It suggests you get a dedicated team, consistent people supporting you.
Instead of feeling like just another number, maybe, having familiar faces.
Pretty much. That consistency can be huge, emotionally speaking, during what's often a really stressful time.
Makes sense. They also seem to offer a really broad range of services.
Everything from standard IVF and IUI.
That's in vitro fertilization and intrauterine insemination.
Right, to more advanced things like fertility preservation, even gender selection, genetic testing, using, the latest tech.
Okay, comprehensive on the medical side. But they also mention emotional support specifically.
They do. They seem to explicitly recognize the emotional toll infertility takes and aim to offer empathy, drawing on both professional and maybe even personal understanding.
That feels important. And practically, how does it work? Access, convenience.
They mentioned multiple NYC locations. We have the address for one, 290 Madison Avenue, plus flexible scheduling, some remote monitoring options.
Look, trying to make the logistics a bit easier, too.
Seems like it. Trying to reduce that burden on patients.
So if you put it all together, you've got Dr. Somkuti's deep expertise and research background.
Yeah, combined with this Ferny model of really individualized attention and support, direct access to the expert, plus that dedicated team.
Okay. So for you, the listener, the key takeaway might be this blend, potentially a more tailored, less fragmented experience.
Right. Combining that high-level medical know-how with a really personal, supportive touch, aiming for a smoother journey.
It makes you think, what do you prioritize if you're seeking this kind of care?
Exactly. Is it that constant support person? Is it knowing you have direct access to someone with decades of experience in research? Ferny seems designed around answering yes to those.
Interesting. If you are interested and want to learn more about Dr. Somkuti or Ferny, New York, how can people do that?
We have a phone number, 212-535-5350.
Let me repeat that. 212-535-5350.
Let me repeat that.
290 Madison Avenue. That's on the 6th floor in New York, 13017.
Great.
So as we wrap this up, here's something to maybe mull over. Healthcare can sometimes feel so impersonal, right?
Definitely.
So how much value do you place on that truly comprehensive, tailored support, especially for something as significant and, frankly, vulnerable as a fertility journey? What does personalized care actually mean for your own well-being?
Good question to leave people with. Food for thought.